What's up, MBS Fitness family? Today, we're going to be discussing all things protein. What is it? How much do you need? What are the best sources? What are the difference between the different types of powders? And what are my favorite ways of using it? Let's dive in. So what is protein? Well, protein is one of three macronutrients, including fats and carbs, and it's essentially the building blocks of our body. So protein is made up of amino acids. And the best way to think about this is a big Lego model, that's a protein. Each of the individual Lego pieces, those are amino acids. So when we eat protein, our body digests that, breaks it down into these amino acids, and then uses those to rebuild parts of our body, including our skin, our muscles, our hair, enzymes, hormones. And so that is why protein is essential for our health and fitness. So, how much protein do you need? Well, there are several factors that come into play here. I'm going to briefly touch on a few of those and then just give you a more general recommendation. So, the first factor is how active are you? The more active you are, the more weight training that you're doing, the more tissue you're going to be breaking down, and therefore the more protein that you're going to need to consume. Another factor is how old are you? Because as we age, our ability to convert the protein that we eat into tissue actually decreases. And so as we age, we need to increase our protein consumption. So the general recommendation is about a gram of protein per pound of lean body tissue. This is going to provide us the basis to cover our regular protein turnover and also give us a little excess so we can actually build muscle. Now, since a lot of people don't know what their body fat percentage is, you can just kind of go with the range of somewhere of 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So what that means, if you're a 200-pound man, you need to consume somewhere between 160 and 200 grams of protein each day. Another factor to consider is that protein is highly satiating. So by consuming a little bit more protein, we're potentially limiting the total calories that we're going to consume from carbs and fat, and hopefully making better food choices because of that. So what's better, whole foods or protein powders? Well, your eyes probably did this when I told you you need to consume somewhere around a gram of protein per pound of body weight. Because for a 200-pound man, that's somewhere between 5 to 8 chicken breasts, depending on the size of them. So that's where protein powders can really come into play because they can help us to supplement our protein intake. So the truth is, one's not better than the other. Whole foods are going to provide you a few more micronutrients probably than protein powders will. They're also going to be a little bit more satiating because they tend to digest a bit slower. But protein powders are just as effective and just as quality protein to help meet those protein needs. Are all protein powders created equal? Well, the short answer is no. Different brands have different levels of quality ingredients, different levels of quality processing, different additives, and ultimately the end product is different quality. There's a difference in quality between milk protein and whey protein isolate. And so the reality is you just get what you pay for. If you buy the cheaper protein powders, even though it may say 20 grams per scoop, the quality of that protein is not converting as much as a higher quality protein source. So it's kind of up to you. You can buy the cheaper protein and just need to take a little bit more of it. Or you can buy the little bit higher quality, a little bit more expensive protein and be able to take generally kind of what it says on the label. That's why we partner with Momentous and 1st Phorm, because ultimately we trust their brand, we trust their processing, we trust the quality of the end product. I trust to put it in myself, give it to my family, and ultimately give it to you guys as well. Finally, I'll give you guys my recommendations on how and when to take some of these protein supplements. So generally speaking, we want to take some of this protein around our workouts. So if you work out first thing in the morning, I would recommend starting your day with a drink of whey protein isolate, so it's quick digesting, and you've got some of those amino acids flowing in your bloodstream before you work out. If you work out any other time of the day, I would just take it afterwards. Here are my 3 favorite ways to take protein. Number 1 is just put it in my coffee. Vanilla, chocolate gives it a nice vanilla or mocha flavor. It's delicious, and that's kind of how I do it every single morning. My second favorite way of consuming protein is to throw it in a shake. And here is my super simple way of making a shake. Your base layer is some type of frozen fruit. Cherries, bananas, strawberries, you name it, some type of frozen fruit. Next layer, some type of healthy fat. That could be peanut butter, almond butter, coconut oil, olive oil. Throw it in there. Next, you want to throw in your protein powder. Chocolate and vanilla are going to be your go-tos. They're always going to taste good. Then you just want to sneak some type of vegetable in. Could be spinach, could be carrots, could be celery. Then you're just going to put some type of liquid in it. Could be water, could be milk, could be almond milk, whatever you want. Throw that in there, blend that up. That's a great way of using protein as a meal replacement in the middle of the day. A third favorite way of consuming protein is to throw it in some type of yogurt. Could be Greek yogurt, could be A2 grass-fed yogurt, you name it, some type of unflavored, unsweetened yogurt. Throw it in there. You can throw it in there with a little PB2 or some peanut butter as well. That with the chocolate protein makes it taste like chocolate peanut butter mousse, and it is delicious. I also like to throw in some type of fruit on top of it, blueberries, pineapples, bananas, something like that. That is my after dinner dessert pretty much every night. So there you go. Some information for you guys about protein. If you have any more questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below and stay tuned for more information from MBS Fitness.